I forgot I had this koozie. Bring it closer to you. That is Charles Bukowski. And then on the back side says, sometimes you just have to pee in the sink. Life lessons have never been more real. What am I don't even know what I'm saying. But what's up, everybody? Flesh, how you doing, man? I miss you. I said it. I miss you. It's been a while. But what are we doing tonight? We can do some stuff. Maybe if I can get my shit together. It's all life is about getting your shit together. And then once you got it together, it just seems like it falls apart again. You know. But anyway. Doing pretty well. Miss you guys too. Yeah. One of these days life will be no hectic. So what danger are you putting the Brindlewood biddies into? Well, Cranky, I'm glad you asked. That's going to get us on the track of getting shit accomplished. I was reading through the manual, El Manual, and there's some. Let me pull it up. Let me just get that fired up. See if I can find what I was looking for. I still haven't found what I'm looking for. So this, when you speak of danger, this is something I need to get better at. Let's see, keeper basics. I'll switch over to show you here in a second as soon as I find it. Right now, you're just gonna see me. So let's see. There's a whole list of things to do. Like, that's the one thing I'm bad at with this system is like when they get a 7 to 9 roll and there's complications. I'm like, ooh, what kind of complication am I going to throw out there? And then I brain fart. Scorpia, hey, what's up? What's up, man? We're just getting ready for some Brindlewood Bay stuff. Okay, here. Let's get this going. There we go.
But this is the best part.
For some reason, I put that random sound effect when I go to this scene. That's pretty cool. Maybe. I don't know.
Somebody send a buster bomb.
I was playing around with the Stream Deck yesterday, trying to get things, cleaned up and more streamer friendly here. So we got sound effects and stuff. So here are things, keeper reactions. These are things that I can do more of. And I don't do hardly any of these. So I think it's just the Stream Deck, period. It's 5 columns by 3 rows, whatever that one is. The basic. Trying to figure out new stuff on it. So these are things that we could do to the Mavens, like when they get a 7 to 9 roll or even lower. And I don't do much of these. I've been trying to put them in a little more danger. Been inflicting a condition. I think, 15 keys. There's a math there. Yeah, remove an item. Now that's something that my group does not use a whole lot of, is their cozy little items, which is basically their inventory. And when you use it, you can't use it again. So I don't know if they're just sitting on it or if it's a rule that I need to bring back up and explain, put a little more emphasis on it. But it gives them advantage on a roll if they can justify the use of that item. But maybe if they're not going to use them, I'm going to start taking them away. Have an official show up. Dalrymple's always down. Reveal a void clue. Show a Maven being killed. This one's a strong one. And I don't think you want it to be too overused, because you want those deaths to be kind of shocking because they can always put on a crown and kind of reverse time and, alter the outcome. But I'm thinking this one right here, kill a suspect. So add another murder onto the scene. Could be a really good one. So I'm thinking that would be fun. But then there's some other, so I'm in Keeper Reactions. In the Keeper Basic. Ooh, look at that artwork. Separate the Mavens. Gotta find ways to do that, I think. Kill a suspect. Flick a condition. Maven in danger. But anyway, so those were things that I was reading up on and just trying to get better at. But here's something else. So down here on our document that we started last time, way down at the bottom, right here, cut to commercial. Prompts for daytime television commercials. So I was thinking if we get kind of bored, double homicide, yeah, just go full murder hobo. If we get kind of bored, we can come up with some of these too. These would be fun to be able to throw in there. So here's Happy Jack's lumber liquidation furniture sale. So if you were watching the Halloween episode, one of the kids was that was trick or treating, was dressed as Happy Jack, and I didn't really know who that was, but apparently it's a liquidation furniture store in Brindlewood Bay. Calamity Raccoon's Good Time Pizza Farm. What's the what's it? Lester's Possum Park from Goofy movie. That comes to mind when I hear that. Mike the Gorilla Murphy, attorney at law. So these are all ones that we could use. But I was thinking if we think of other funny things that would be televised on commercial on daytime television would be fun. So there we are. Attorney at law. Speaking of attorney at law, I just started She-Hulk the other night. I'm 4 episodes in, I think. Something like that. I don't know what all the hubbub is. I like it. There was some chatter about how She-Hulk's twerking and it's too funny and feminism. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. It's a funny show. Anyway, I'm having a good time with it. There we go. Now we're zoomed in. Okay, so let's do a little recap. Didn't Violet just punch a guy in the face, arrested for assault? Heck yeah, she did. That's how Violet rolls. But there we are. All right, so last time we were here, we came up with blackout at Big Balls Bingo Hall. And this so far is the Mavens are out for their weekly Tuesday night bingo game at Big Balls Bingo Hall. A storm is coming in and causing some power outages in the area, but the Mavens are sure they will still be able to play. They play 1 or 2 games before the power goes out. Lightning cracks, the hall fills with screams, and the lights go out. Lights stay out for 30 minutes. Characters can move around and get comfortable and may stumble upon the dead body of Melanie Blair. She is lying face down at her table. Stuffed in her mouth is a winning bingo card. After 30 minutes, the lights return and people start to freak out. So that's kind of the synopsis that we got going so far. Ay, Ginkgo. Yeah, they're working today. That's the first time I've been on the receiving end of that one. Son of a bitch. There you go. I have my own random sound effects. But I was thinking blackout. I like the blackout, but Big Balls Bingo Hall. I was thinking about tumbler balls. You know, like the tumbler thing is what they roll. I don't know if we want all bees there. Tumblers, balls. I don't know. Yeah, everybody in chat needs to change their freaking shorts right now. Yeah, wet should work. Why is that one not working? Some of them aren't working. I probably didn't click a thing Sometimes you just don't click a thing. Let's see. I'm gonna just. Oh, it's very wet, I think.
Very wet.
There it goes. So when I'm putting them in on my side, I may have changed some of the commands. I'll fix that one. Let's edit that one right now because I think wet is better. I mean, if you're going to be very wet or wet, I don't know. Okay. So now it should be just wet. Just wet. There we are. So I don't know. Big Balls Bingo Hall. But now that I think of Tumblr, I don't like that one either. So I think I'm going to stick with Big Balls Bingo Hall. I like that. All right. So what we needed, and left some notes for us last time we met, look at making bingo cards for chat to play along at home. And Cranky, you sent me that link. I'll take a look at that. We'll have to think of... Ooh, let's scroll down to the bottom. Let's insert... home bingo game. What I want to do here is let's think of things that would be on the bingo card. Boom. Things that would be on the bingo card that we're looking for. Obviously, there's a free space. I think Betty Rose drinks. Violet gets violent. I can't type today. Okay. Let's think. Yeah, I like ones for each character. Yeah, Lakshmi is on her phone. How do you spell her character's name? I can't remember it a lot. Lakshmi. I was thinking is on her phone or makes eyes at somebody because that's also like their shtick is, you know, giving the ooh la las to somebody. So, and we could have multiple. Yeah, she's manhunting always. Okay, so we got Margarita and we got Goldie that we'd have to add in there. Margarita uses her frying pan for violence, or just uses her cast iron. All right, got a good start there. We'll come back because how many is on a bingo card? 5 by 5. Is it 5 by 5? It's been a while since I played bingo. Okay. So, again, in making our own story here, we have our synopsis. We have our opening scene, kind of painting the scene here. This is what you ask your characters. What are some of the good luck charms that you brought or that you see other players have brought and set up at their table? And if you think about like bingo halls, they always have they got their setup, right? So let's paint some of those things that we would see. Moments or role-playing injections. We've got 2 so far. I think we want about 5. A false bingo declaration. Upon further inspection, they actually don't have a bingo. Don't actually have a bingo. A concession stand is out of coffee. And we'll have to think of some others. Maybe we could do some lights flickering like before in that first 30 minutes before they're actually out. Maybe they go off and on a little bit. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. Fender bender in the parking lot. I like that one. Fender bender in the parking lot. Yeah. All right. Yeah, one more there, and I think we're good. Maybe. Ooh. Now, we're saying this is kind of like on the outskirts of town, and I was thinking about it more today as I was getting ready. I think there was like a development, a strip mall development on the edge of Brindlewood Bay that didn't quite take. The community didn't really like it. But this is the only thing in that strip mall that is left. So there's, 4 or 5 little suites there, but this one is the only one that remains operating. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that. Okay. We can close that up. All right, so our suspects, 5 to 8 NPCs is what we're looking for. Yeah. And Amazon is the murderer. We went into the mall the other day. There's 2 malls where I live. One of them is like downtown, so there's a lot of like cool stuff to do down there, so it kind of hangs on. But the other one, crosstown, is just nothing in there. So, suspects, 5 to 8 NPCs. These are not the only people at the bingo hall, but these are the ones that we really sort of start to place blame on or try to figure out who did what, if they had anything to do. So far, we have Mabel Moriarty. She smokes. She's overconfident, but deceptively sweet. I like those two together, like being overconfident but deceptively sweet. Their words sound like honey, but they taste like shit. She seems to have the right cards every week and is known as the biddy that always wins. Oh, yeah. I was like, that should be bitch, because that's what we came up with last time, was the bitch that always wins. But we kind of changed it, moved it back down to a PG. So we'll call her a biddy that always wins. We have Dorothea Loplighter, name given by chance last time. Older, and it shows. Clothes are always well worn. Has a limp from a bad hip. Let's do that. Has a limp from a bad hip. Owner of Loplighter Farms, located directly behind the bingo hall. Despises the hall being so close. Yeah, so she was kind of pissed when they put this in, but still likes to play bingo. Catch 22. Feels that Brindlewood Bay is expanding too fast and wouldn't mind seeing the strip mall leveled. I think I'm going to add that in. Wouldn't mind seeing this vacant strip mall. Okay. What else? So then we have Dean Blair. Touch of gray at the temples. Black-rimmed glasses. Easygoing. Dean is Melody's husband. Melanie's husband. And if we remember, Melanie Blair is the one who was dead. So husband was there. They have been married for 8 years. Second marriage for both. He doesn't approve of Melanie's game nights, but wants to spend time with her. Mm-hmm. Do we want to... Should we get rid of this? Wants to spend time with her. And leave that open and vague. Because he doesn't approve of Melanie's game nights. There's a motive, maybe. But wants to spend time with her. I'll think about that one. All right, so then we talked about three others that we need. Dean's secret love interest, the manager of Paul's Bakery. And we remember Paul brought in a, what's the word for it? Franchise bakery that put Melanie's bakery family business out of business. And then we need at least 2 more suspects. Okay, so we have to fill those out. Locations. I think we have all our locations. We just need to flesh them out a little bit more. We got the main hall where tables, reader board are set up. The announcer's table. We have a bathroom. Half window at the top of the wall that opens outward. I think these are gender-neutral bathrooms. Actual bathroom, and we'll say there's 3 of them. Times 3, and they're all kind of right next to each other. Each one has a half window at the top of the wall that opens outward. A concession stand, money box, 1 to 2 people working. Ooh, maybe one of these suspects can be an employee at the concession stand. Like that. Okay. And then we have out back, dumpster, back alley, field that goes off in the distance. Maybe can see, shit, what was her name? Loplight. I was thinking lamplight, but Loplight. Can see Loplighter Farms in the far distance. One of them has to be responsible for being out of coffee. Yeah. So let's say employee at the concession stand. Let's say forgetful as a character trait. Messy hair. Jeez. Messy hair and dress. Let's say this is like a young kid. Like maybe doing some community. Could they be doing some community service? Younger. Only has 10 more hours of community service. Really doesn't want to be there. Okay. Okay. Really don't want it? Google, don't tell me. Give me that blue squid. Really does not want to be there. Why would it say really don't want to be there? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't sound right to me. That doesn't sound right to me. There. Really doesn't. I don't know. Okay, so we need one more. Yeah, I really do not want to be there. Yeah. Well, let me put he. There we go. He really does not want to be there. That's true. Hey, it's Sunday. My teacher hat's not on. Hey, to be fair, grammar's not my strong suit. Like, I don't do a lot of grammar. The only D I got in college was in linguistics. There's a cranky punk band name. The only D I got in college was in linguistics. That class was so freaking hard. And my transcripts are that one. That's the one. I got a C in Religion 101. I think those are my 2 lowest grades. I had an A going into the final, and I did some calculations. Like, I don't really want to write this final essay. If I don't do it, I'll still get a B. So I didn't do it, and I think he got pissed and gave me a C instead. So I ghosted the final. Yeah. So you're saying you got a hard D in, yeah, I mean, most college-aged kids, let's not say kids, most college-aged people, raging Ds. How was college age? Yeah. It's funny, like, my students will ask, like, when you were in college, did you go to, like, frat parties and stuff? And I was like, dude, I was 30 when I went to college. I was married with 2 kids, so no, with 2 kids. 2 kids at that point. So no, I did not. Anywho. All right, Outback Steakhouse. Out front, parking lot, the victim's car, gas station across the street. Let's add in empty. Bingo hall is flanked by 2 empty storefronts. 2 empty storefronts. I got some M&Ms here. I'm gonna eat a few M&Ms on stream. We've been doing well. We didn't buy any Halloween candy until yesterday, and then it's like we're making up for lost time. We're hitting that bag hard. My daughter said I could have all the M&Ms, so. All right. Locations are good. Let me get this out of here. All right. So we need to fill out some more NPCs. That's big time. We need to get our clues going. We need 8 more. We need 1 more void clue. And then we need to think of some more for the bingo game. And I think we're kind of there. Ooh. Cranky. Janitor Joe Dirt. Janitor. I like it. Or what if it's the developer of this strip mall? There's a chainsaw going off on.
Make up your mind.
Okay. What if it's the owner of the Lonely Heart? No, the owner of the vacant strip mall. Might be some motive with him being there. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Trying to get excited. And what's more exciting than a murder? Because, for those of you that don't know, we don't know who the murderer is. We just need to have these red herrings, different avenues that the players can go down and come up with their theories. Ooh. All right. Okay. I think we should fill out the rest of these NPCs. And then that might get us some clues that we can... Well, I just thought of one. A broken mop handle. A broken mop handle in the mop bucket with dirty water. No, we'll just go broken mop handle. Keep it vague. He's a coin, but a clue. Oh, here's a coin, but a clue. Cranky, I was like, dude, I don't get it, man. But the corrections kept coming in. Oh, man. It's all right. We got there. All right. Some sort of aid in the murder. I have a note here. They're the worst. Okay. So let's see here. We need a name for the employee at the concession stand. I'm thinking Cameron Last name Cameron Baumgartner. Cameron Baumgartner of the Baumgartner family. Forgetful, messy hair and clothes. We'll say and clothes. Younger. Has only 10 more hours of community service. He really doesn't want to be here. Forgot to stock the concession stand for tonight's game. Oh, there it is again. He forgot. He just doesn't like that. He forgot to stock the concession stand for tonight's game. All right, janitor. Named Joseph Dierte. Yeah, I'm thinking some kind of like throwback to Joe Dirt. Yeah, community service for community service for shoplifting. What did he shoplift? Some smokes. All right, Joseph. Joseph. Let's see what's a letter we could use. L. Joseph. Nope, we already got an L. Loplighter. Joseph Thompson. Joseph Thompson. Janitor. I looked up a little help here. Some character traits. He's still from Hot Topic. Hot Topic. Here's some character traits. Because when I'm on stream, of course, you get the brain farts. So for a janitor, what kind of janitor is he? I think rude is kind of a stereotypical one, maybe. I think he needs to be like friendly and kind of always smiling. Always smiling. First in the building. Last to leave. Okay. So what's his story? Why is this old and retired? I think this is like his job after retirement. Because this is America. You can never stop working. 16 cats. Yeah, roll a d20. Let's get a cat count here. Retired. Is he military? Retired from something. Maybe electrician? That might give a motive. Maybe he knows about... Maybe he cut the power. Retired electrician. I like that. Retired electrician. This is his post-retirement job to stay busy. Let's see. I'm just going to say has many cats. 16 seems like a lot. But how quickly do you go from just 1 to 2 cats to 16? Is that normal? I have a good cat story. We had cats. We just moved in to the place we're living in now. We had 2 cats. They were outside cats. So they're outside. Well, our neighbor keeps his garage door open. And he has cats. And he would keep food out. Well, so our cats would go in there and eat their food. But not only that, he had an access to his attic open. So when it get cold, the cats would go up there. And he would come, bring the cats over to our front door, tell us we need to keep them inside. And I'm like, dude, they're outdoor cats. Close your garage. But then my cats can't. I'm like, okay, bro. So now we don't have any cats. They're all over there. They just adopted them. I was like, they're outdoor cats. What do you want me to do? And he's an old angry guy that who's lived in this cul-de-sac forever. And I think dang it, he just wanted the monopoly on letting his cats out. It's like, bro, I could not help you. So now we don't have any cats. Let's say he's widowed. That's why he has many cats. Okay. Owner of the vacant strip mall. Sounds like a Stephanie. I always get like in my own head when creating characters, because I have this lovable janitor, widowed, and then, dude, and then I'm making the owner this bitch of a woman. So I always have to make sure that I'm, being fair and just in our creation here. So if it feels like I'm leaning too heavy on one or the other, we should adjust. Do we need motives for all the NPCs? No, I think just like for this guy, retired electrician, I think is enough of a thread for good players. And I think I have a set of good players that they can cling on to that, right? They go, well, he's an electrician. Maybe we play less on the power outage coming from the storm. Maybe we don't even mention that. We mention there's a storm, so then it could be either or. But I think that's all the motive we need, right? We got some heavy motives up here. Loplighter Farms being too close. Mabel's not winning. Dean Blair doesn't approve of the game nights. I think that's all we need. I think that's all we need. All right. Stephanie. Stephanie. Do we need Dean's love interest now? Do we feel like that's a strong one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Do we need... Stephanie Granger. Land developer. Let's go local. Oops. Too many buttons. Why are there so many buttons? Local land developer. What is a characteristic of being demanding? I like that one. Demanding. I mean, she's a strong businesswoman. Demanding and persuasive. Let's see. Oh, demanding, persuasive. money oriented. I'm gonna go late 40s for her. Owns the strip mall and really wants to see it succeed. Shows up to try and drum up excite. Went for the location. I'm gonna say she's got holds a grudge against Loplighter. Holds a grudge against Loplighter Farms. Okay. Dean's secret love interest. Manager of Paul's Bakery. Now, is this Dean looking out of side of his marriage, or is this person, or is it mutual? Oh, little fart.
So many dicks right here.
Jesus, Bob. As I was putting these in my computer, that most of them are Bob talking about dicks. He wants to blame church. No. No. Oh. Okay. Oh, because this is his second marriage to Melanie. So is this the previous? Is this let's say her name is Mackenzie. Ugh. What do you think about that name, Mackenzie? How do you spell it? Mackenzie. Ooh, Mackenzie Blair. Does she still hold her former name? I like it. Let's get saucy in here. Used to be Burnham. How old did we say these ding-dongs were? Dean Blair, touch of gray, been married for 8 years. This is... Yeah, I think Mackenzie and Melanie. I like it because they're so close. I like... Yeah, we need some... I mean, this is daytime television, right? If you think about these shows, it's okay to lean into some of these stereotypes, right? There's the ex. She shows up. Mackenzie Blair. Let's say 3 years. Dean's senior. He's a little bit older. Why didn't Dean like her? Was she spoiled? Nah, she's not spoiled. I think Melanie's more of the spoiled one. Maybe she was too smart? Too loving. Nah. I like gloomy. Okay, yeah, kind of morose. Is that what does morose mean? It's like one of those words I use, but do I actually know what it means? Sullen and ill-tempered. What does sullen mean? Bad-tempered. Gloomy, there we go. We got there. We got to gloomy. All right. Okay, pessimistic and gloomy. Love it. And it was just too much for Dean to take. Pessimistic and gloomy. Can't spell. Is there pessimism that caused Dean to leave? There was a time when... I don't want this to be all about Dean. I was thinking where Dean was dating both. They were like kind of seeing Mackenzie and Melanie at the same time, and Melanie won out. But I think that needs to go on Dean, so I don't want to... Put it at the bottom of his... There was a time when he... A brief week where he was dating and deciding. That sounds kind of weird. Deciding. Kind of takes agency away from the ladies. Where he was dating both Mackenzie and Melanie. Melanie, won out. Again, that's kind of... Melanie, for lack of a better term right now, won out. So why is Mackenzie here? Mackenzie... seems to choose the same activities as Dean and Melanie. On accident, right? It was an accident. I didn't mean to. Okay, so we have our characters. Now what we need, because if we look here in our Brindlewood Bay book, I'm going to scroll real fast. Page down, page down, page down. I'm sure there's a way to like do this, yeah. Okay. So let's go draw some inspiration here. So as you can see, so here is Allison Krauss from the first one. She should be bitter that she didn't get to the bake-off like Melanie did. Yeah. All right. I like that. Let's add it in. Upset. Scroll to where you can see it. She didn't qualify. Maybe she tried out, but just in the end, just didn't cut it. All right. So when we look here, we have our three kind of adjectives here describing the person. I think we can clean up ours a little bit. Thin, graceful, well-dressed. And then here's a little bit. I think we're pretty good here. But then here's what we need. We need a quote. One quote for each person. And these quotes usually have to do with a conversation after the murder. So this one is just like Albert to go and get himself killed when I'm on the precipice of charity fundraising greatness. If we look down here, do you really think someone could have murdered my father? Can we put a pin in this for a sec? So, we need post-murder one quote. Whatever, man. All right. Whatever, man. I'm still something about like I'm being yelled at for not bringing a coffee. Whatever, man. I don't need you on my ass too. Something like that. I'll bring the coffee next time. Okay. Whatever, man. I think we should put these in italics. We'll just kind of set them off. Bam. All right. I think we need some more for Mabel. She's kind of... Mabel Moriarty smokes, overconfident, deceptively sweet. She seems to have the right cards every week and is known as the biddy that always wins. Has many enemies. And is not shy about it. Add that in there. Quote. So she sees Melanie dead. Well, her dauber ran dry or something like that. Everyone's dauber runs dry at some point. You never know when. Little weak. I think we need some more in there. All right, so Dorothea. Oh, so I think Dorothea Loplighters. See, in here too, we can. A lot of them can throw accusations. They can throw accusations out there. Let's see. Oh, there are my dogs. There's somebody outside. All right. Why would anyone want to kill Abner? So I'm looking at some that have... I know there's one. So this one right here, June Willoughby. Just look at this place. Everything's so ostentatious, and it's just like Coco to buy some cheap swill. So like throwing somebody's name in there and throwing some accusations. So, and I think that is what Loplighter would do. She is definitely throwing out accusations for Stephanie Granger, the local land developer. Just like her to show up. Quote. Just like Stephanie to show up and cause a ruckus. She's probably trying to bring more attention to this desolate. She says that about her husband too. She's probably trying to bring more attention to this. It's not dilapidated. Another word for like empty. Empty synonyms. Vacant, uninhabited. I like that one. Tenanted. Let's go with uninhabited. Sorry, excuse for a strip mall. Okay, just like Stephanie to show up and cause a ruckus, she's probably behind this. And trying to bring more attention to this uninhabited, sorry, excuse for a strip mall. Okay. I like that one. Dean Blair, old Deanie boy. Quote. So his wife just died. What would he say? It wasn't me. It's so unfortunate. There's nothing you can write here where it doesn't immediately sound like guilt. Oh, Melanie. She'll be late to her own funeral. Melanie. That's it. Sure, marriage is rough. But then I think we can go into like, sure, marriage is rough, but I'm to support her. Or I was here. Support her and her hobbies. I just like spending time with her. So I think some of these are like, the way to look at these quotes are like, what would they say to somebody interrogating them? What would they say to defend themselves? So it doesn't have to be like the first thing they would say when this could, sure, marriage is rough. Again, we're leading into some clues maybe. Or some motives. Motives is the word. Motives. So I meal prepped today again, like I've been doing on every Sunday since late August, and I think today's was the best. We did Thai peanut chicken, and I made a peanut sauce. There's a place in town that we go to all the time called Venti's, and they do like little chicken bowls and stuff, and we always get their Thai peanut. This tastes almost like it, so I think we did good. I'm excited, but there's a lot of prep today. I was like in the kitchen for like 5 hours. Last week we made chili, and you can just do rough chop on all the veg. But this I was trying to do like perfect little julienne carrots, and it just took forever. And then we made Rice Krispie treats too. We now have Rice Krispies for now until the end of the apocalypse. It was so hard to calculate like how much you would need. But we were making 3 batches. I'm taking some to school for our little holiday party. My wife's taking some to school. And then we made some for us. It's like, oh, we need like 4 boxes. Like 5 bags of marshmallows. Well, we didn't even use 1 bag of Rice Krispies. And we used 2 bags of marshmallows. So we have Krispies and Mallows for days. So, if you want some, just let me know. That, I'm glad I don't hear these when we're playing D&D. They're just too much. Let's do one more. Oh, yeah! Can I get a oh, yeah? That one definitely needs the other one played first. It's a two-parter. All right. Mackenzie Blair. Random turtle sex.
Who said spunk?
Now there's spunk everywhere. Random turtle sex. Mackenzie Blair. 3 years Dean Sr., pessimistic and gloomy. It was her pessimism that caused Dean to leave. Mackenzie seems to choose the same activities as Dean and Melanie on accident. Upset that she didn't qualify for the final round of the bake-off. Whoa. Damn it. You screwed me. What are some new ones we put in there? I think they're all updated. I have some of my own personal ones. I have this one.
Boom. Roasted.
Boom roasted. Oh, hi, Mark. Let's see. What's the one? Can I get a Hoya? We got to play this one. Needs to come first every time.
Can I get a Hoya?
And then you play Hoya. But anyway, enough of the sounds. Okay, so what would Mackenzie Blair be saying in this moment? Is it as blatant as She Had It Coming? You know, like that musical. What's your favorite musical of all time? I love musicals. I have several. Chicago's up there. But Sweeney Todd, probably number one. Sweeney Todd. Just because it's like both. It's Tim Burton, Johnny Depp. It's kind of, a little edgy. So I'd go Sweeney Todd. Victor Victoria. What is that one? That's not one. What? Victoria 82. That's when I was born. Julie, how did I not know? Julie Andrews is like my favorite. I freaking love Julie Andrews. James Garner. Is that Mr. Belvedere playing squash? You should watch it. Okay, is it streaming? Oh, well, I could rent it. Come on. Why isn't everything streaming on any of the 10 platforms that I pay for? Come on. Musical comedy, written and directed by Blake Edwards, starring Julie Andrews, James Garner. Let's just go to open up the whole Wikipedia page. 1934. Aging gay performer at Club Chez Louis in Paris sees Libisi? How do you say that? Sobrano, Victoria Grant. Okay. I mean, it's got Julie Andrews in it. You can't really, go wrong. Does she do, she plays, some cross-dressing, and is that what, I didn't rate it all. But playing Victoria or Victor. King Marchand, Toddy. Okay, I'll put it on the list. I'm always down for a good, she becomes Victor, a man dressed as one. Okay. Alright. Yeah, I think I was 27, 28 before I saw The Sound of Music. And it was funny how much, just through pop culture that I had known as the songs were coming up, you kind of oh, I heard this somewhere before. But that one's really good. Super long though. But it's got, who's the actor? Played the dad in that one. He's pretty good. He's in a couple other movies. But I like that one a lot. Sweeney Todd, of course. Rocky Horror Picture Show. Christopher Plummer. Yep, there you go. What I know him, he's been in like ton of like big stuff. But what I know him most for is from the Dragnet movie with Tom Hanks and Dan Aykroyd. He plays the bad guy. That's what I know him for. But all right. Musicals aside, what is Mackenzie going to say here? She had it coming. Do we want to stick with something like that? Or do we lay out some thick sarcasm like, oh, it's so unfortunate? Because I think with Mabel, everyone's dauber runs dry at some point. You never know when. I think she's just indifferent. You know, she doesn't give a shit. That's one less person that can win outside of her. Where Mackenzie's got there's some beef here. I'm not surprised. Ooh, I like that. I'm not surprised. What are the soufflés? Is that a baking thing? Is making a soufflé baking? Soufflé. Soufflé is a baked egg-based dish. Okay, so it would be baking. She can never get her soufflés to rise. Like something, I'm thinking something there, because there's a little competition bakery-wise, skill-wise. I'm not. How can we work that in there? I'm not surprised. She's as flat as her soufflés now. How do you spell soufflé? Soufflé. Soufflés now. And there has to be some sort of shot to Dean. I better go check on Dean. Or has anybody checked to see if Dean is okay? And again, these quotes, I don't ever use them as is, but I always, like, you're able to pick up intent, motive, characteristics, through the voice of this writing. So that's something I'm not particularly good at is, making sure it's not all sarcasm. I think I'll just go comfort Dean. I better go. Yeah. Has anybody checked on Dean? I better go. I have to go. I think, period. I have to go. Again, we can leave it vague. What do you have to go for? Wash your hands of this murder? Or do you have to go see Dean? Mm-hmm. All right. Looking good. Looking good. So I had aspirations of playing Project Zomboid. Have you ever heard of that one? I played through the tutorial last night. Seems kind of fun. Little zombie survival game. It's a couple years, like 8 years old, so it's nothing. It's not going to blow your pants off, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to watch me die a lot. So we'll see how I'm feeling after this. Maybe get in some zombie something. Really, I'm just trying to avoid my mother-in-law. They're upstairs. I'm down here. So I'm just going to stay here. Looks a little cartoony. It's a little cartoony, I think. Yeah, it's not like... Yeah, I think so. There's a cute little raccoon that like is your tutorial guide. But he's kind of a red raccoon, so could be a red panda. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. Let's get these 2 more quotes. I think we need to do that. And then we can take a little break. So we need Joseph Thompson, the janitor. Yeah, I've heard it's like really frustrating. Like you're going to die 1,000 times. And I don't do well with those kind of games, but we'll see. Okay. I think Joseph Thompson is like Somebody, I can't believe this happened on my watch. Kind of the eyes and the ears of this institution. Can't believe something like this would happen on my watch. That'll leave a ring in the toilet bowl. I don't think he'd be smarty party here. From what I could tell, she was the sweetest. But it looks like somebody... So here, I think we can add in a janitor pun. Actually, custodian. Janitor's kind of a pejorative. For the profession. So one of the custodians at work, they have like an inn on a Panera, and they always bring in the leftover bread that didn't sell. It's like, it's not helping all the carbs, but some good bread. But it looks like somebody had, so we need a this will make insurance rates go up. I like that one. Well, there goes my insurance, not deductible, but welp, there goes my insurance rates. Through the roof. In property value? Yeah, there go my insurance premiums. Through the roof. Never a better time to buy. Never a better time to buy. Property value is going to plummet. Boom. We could throw Loplighter's name in here. But I don't think we need to because we brought her up here. All right. So we need to finish the custodian. I can't believe something like this would happen on my watch. From what I could tell, she was the sweetest, but it looks... I better go check. Maybe we just stop it there and he now puts his focus on checking the breaker. And make sure the power breaker... I don't know. I'm not an electrician. I should make sure the power breaker is in working order so we don't have another situation on our hands. Boom. Okay. I forgot to close my quotation. All right. I think that we can... These are going to need edits, but I think we got a pretty good NPC list. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think that's more than enough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 locations, more than enough. All right, what about them clues? So we got prize money is missing. Bloody fingerprints on a green-colored dauber. Porcelain bell, that is one of the player's good luck charms. Oops. Porcelain bell, that is a player's good luck charm. Conversation overheard at the concession stand about how the game is possibly rigged. I like that one. Counterfeit bingo cards, a stack of, let's say a stack of. Counterfeit bingo cards. Filled ashtray, half of the butts have lipstick on them, half do not. I think we should add that. A torn piece of clothing, frayed around the edges. Some sort of aid in the murder. A broken mop handle. So, yeah, we need some sort of aid in the murder. Well, as written, her mouth was stuffed with a winning bingo card. After 30 minutes, the lights return and people start to freak out. Do we need a weapon? Like, we got the broken mop handle. But do we need a weapon of sorts? Let's see, what else? Who else? Maybe we could do like, maybe a Stephanie Granger. This is a clue for her. Maybe a property deed, a bill of sale for the property. The strip mall property. Unsigned. Buyer unknown. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we need at least 15. Ooh, these are hard. I'm going to Google bingo hall. See if we can get some pictures. Looks like people having the time of their life. Do they also play Keno here? Bingo. Yeah, nothing's really popping up. I think. So we got. I think. Let's see. What was I thinking? So we have a stack of counterfeit bingo cards. Something with the balls, the bingo balls. Maybe, like almost like golf balls disguised as some weighted bingo balls. Weighted bingo balls. What would be found in the cars? So thinking about our locations. Out front, parking lot, victim's car, gas station across the street. Bingo hall is flanked by 2 empty storefronts. Maybe an unlocked attic, like roof access. It's not roof access. It's like ceiling access. Leading to a neighboring store. Weighted bingo ball is my college nickname. Yes. Somebody was talking about it the other day, and I'm thinking of it. Cabinets and Curiosities, is that what it's called on Netflix? We started watching that last night too. It's really good. I like the vignette style, just short little episodes, kind of very Twilight Zone-y. I think we watched the first 2. They're both pretty good. Pretty good. I mean, anything Guillermo del Toro touches is pretty good. Okay. I think I'm good. This is about the end of my creativity. We're almost there. I think one more session and we got this one. And I think before we do the next one, I want to do just like create 24 NPCs. Like kind of scenario agnostic. And start to like build the bigger town and then think of ways who would be here. I think that would be easier. And I was thinking this one too would be fun. Golf cart. Like they go golfing. I'm going to highlight that one green. I think that one would be fun. Okay. I am going to take just a quick break here, and then I